In this video, I'm gonna do a live demonstration of how to message girls on dating apps. You're gonna get to go behind the scenes and figure out exactly how I craft that perfect text so you can do it as well. All right, first let me show you guys my profile, which works really well. So here we have my first photo, and this is probably one of the best pics I've ever taken. So there's two elements that go into making a good picture for Tinder. First is how good you look, and second of all, how natural you look. And this photo definitely meets both of those criteria. So definitely a great pic. Here we have a shirtless selfie. Now you might have heard that, oh, shirtless photos are douchey and they don't work. And they might be a bit douchey, but they definitely do work if you're in good shape. For some fat fuck, obviously you don't want to do that. But yeah, so I think they're more polarizing, which means that you're going to screen out some girls, but the girls you do match with are actually going to be more serious about meeting up. I found that with polarizing profiles, that's the case. Here we have a photo that was just taken by a cell phone around 2020 or something like that. So again, kind of an old iPhone, but it does the job, right? So you can get good photos without using professional camera. Here we have a professional photo that looks really good. So in terms of looking good, I'm definitely maxed out, but it doesn't look super natural. It's mildly natural, so that's why it's not my first one. And of course, the most natural and best photo of all, a super cute photo of my dog where he looks like a tourist. So definitely a great pic to have in there, and kind of softens the whole douche thing that have some girls will perceive. All right, here's my bio. 6'0", Miami. My passion includes traveling around the world and seductively whispering Russian in your ear. Strengths: being dominant, grilling, and great color. Weaknesses: cute accents, intelligence, and great ass. And this profile within the first, let's say 48 hours, will get like 120 likes or something like that, about 60 likes per day. Out of those, maybe 30 to 40% of them will be match worthy, meaning the girl is 6 and above. And then after that, slows down a little bit to maybe 20 to 30 likes per day. As you can see here, I have a whole bunch of girls in the queue that I haven't even bothered to start a conversation with, because there's more matches here than I can even keep up with. All right, so how exactly do you message girls on dating apps? Well, it all starts with the opener. Now, you have two options here. You can do a copy and paste opener, and you'll see some of those later on, or you can do a custom opener, which works a little bit better. So how do you make a custom opener, right? And with that, there's really two things. You can either look for patterns that you see amongst her photos, or you can look and comment on something unique about one of her photos, or make a joke about it. So you're gonna see exactly how I do that. So let's take a look at this chick's photos, right? So we have selfie, 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 selfie. So what's the pattern here? Well, she has a lot of selfies, so we can kind of tease her about this. I like your extensive selfie collection. And we're gonna add a winky face to show that we're not too serious, right? So again, I'm commenting on the pattern that I am seeing. Now, some guys will want a reference for girl's bio. Don't do that. That usually doesn't work, because that's what every guy's doing, and it's just gonna be, you're gonna get lost in the sea of openers. Okay, so we have some selfies here, right? But it's not overwhelming selfies. And then basically we have her in the red outfit. We have her, nope, no dog here, and her looking just like she has a resting bitch face. So we might comment on that. I'm gonna say, you have the cutest resting bitch face I've seen in a while. I've seen in a while. And we definitely want to add a winky face to that to show that we're not serious. All right, let's keep going. What do we have here? Okay, we have a cute Asian girl. So we're going to comment something unique about one of her photos, which is the unicorn. So we're going to say, hey, do you come with a unicorn? So again, we're coming up with something unique about one of her photos. Come with a unicorn. And just every opener should be like a sentence at most. You don't want to go above that. So yeah, so that's basically kind of the gist of it. This is how you come up with openers. Let's maybe do one more just to really drive this point home. So we got this chick with massive curves. So when you see a photo of a girl smiling, that's definitely a good opener right there. So I'm gonna say swiped right for that cute smile. And again, if you see a girl smiling, use this one. It's gonna work really well, even though it sounds kind of generic. Now, let me show you guys what to do after the opener. To make this really authentic, we're just gonna be picking up where I left off a lot of these conversations. So here we have the first girl I need to reply to. And so she opens me with, dominant, I love it. I'm like, yes, I can tell you appreciate that in a man. So that's a good response right there. She's like, yes, where are you? I'm in Edgewater. How about you? Downtown. We're pretty close to them. We should take advantage of this. I agree. So I'm kind of soft closing pretty fast, but that's okay because this girl's invested. I'm like, do you like wine? She's like, I don't drink. So here we're going to say something along the lines of, it's okay. I can make you a nice Shirley Temple then. For anyone who's not familiar, a Shirley Temple is just a non-alcoholic drink. And also, I'm going to make you, which implies the date is going to be at my house. So I'm kind of preceding that. All right, perfect. All right, let's take a look at the next girl. Oh yeah, I remember this one. She has an amazing ass. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, shit mama. So because she looks very Spanish and she doesn't have a bio, I say hola guapa, which means hello, basically hello beautiful. In Spanish she says, hey, how are you doing? I say good. Do you speak English? She's like, hello, where are you from? So I respond, I'm from Russia, been living in Miami for a while. You? She's like, I'm from Colombia, Medellin. So here's a little hack, right? Whatever city a girl's from in Colombia, they have a nickname for it. So girls from Medellin, they're called paisas, and girls from Bogota are called rolas, a girl from the coast is called costeña, a girl from Cali is called calena, right? And if you can say that, that will impress the fuck out of a Colombian girl. So I'm gonna basically take advantage of that. I'm gonna say, a paisa. And she's gonna be like, oh my God, Poppy, how do you know? Haha, white boy who knows shit about my culture. All right, let's take a look at this one. So I open her with, hey, trouble. She's like, hey, how are you? So this is the line I use all the time. I'm just gonna say, good, just finished. This is, I'm filming this late at night. I'm gonna say just finished a late night workout. And you guys who are regular fans know where this is going. Looking nice and fit for our date. So this is just a really good way of basically start moving things forward right off the bat. And you don't need to be talking to the girl for ages. You can start feeling things out and moving things forward if she's receptive pretty early on. So we're gonna say that. All right, and this line just works great, so steal that. All right, so here we have a girl who's in all Spanish, so it's not gonna be interesting to you guys, so I'm gonna skip that. What else do we have here? So I said, hey, trouble. She's like, hola. So again, I'm gonna say, do you speak English? She's like, yes, good morning. I say, good, that's a cute puppy you got there. We'll have to go on a double date because she has a dog photo. And she's like, my puppy's not here. He's in Argentina, but definitely you should bring your puppy to the date because I love dogs. I'm like, yep, he goes with me in most places anyway. When did you move here? A few months ago. I lived in Australia before. I say, cool, I'll be sure to show you Miami then. And again, what I'm doing here is I'm just basically being playful, right? I'm not actually gonna be showing her Miami, right? That's gonna be a fucking nightmare, right? I've never actually shown anyone Miami besides my friends. So she says, I want to. So now we can start moving things forward. I'm gonna say, perfect, do you like wine? Right, so now we have some investment, and now it's time to go for the soft close. Okay, here we have one that's a little bit further along, as you can see here. Hey, trouble, hey there, what are you up to? Oh, just finished a late night workout, looking nice fit for our date. She's like, I love that. I'm gone for 2 weeks though. It gives you more time to look even better, LOL. I say, I guess our love will have to wait a bit. Where did you go? I'm in Peru, I'll come back on the 29th, but I leave again the 31st Seattle. Want to see the national parks. I'm like, damn girl, you travel a lot. I guess we'll have to make good use of those 2 days. LMAO, I wish, but I won't be able to. Not enough time. I'd have to when I officially get back, which is the 5th. So sometimes logistics are just really difficult. I say, all right, the 5th of this, do you like wine? If it's good wine, yes. So now we can do the second part of this close. I'm gonna say, of course, only the best for my little, and then we're gonna use, no, not little, because that could come off the wrong way. We're gonna use her name, and then the second part of this, we're gonna say we should split a bottle sometime. I could make this 2 separate texts, but it's not necessary. A bottle sometime soon, right? Okay, this is like we're getting to the end stages. She's gonna say yes. Then I'm gonna figure out, well, actually, since she's traveling for a bit, I might just go for the number before actually hard closing this over here, because she might not know her schedule there. Here we have this, an interesting one where the girl opened me. So she says, hi, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Good, you? I use that same line, I'm good. Just finished a big workout, looking nice fit for our date. I'm waiting for you. Where are you? So here, that's a buying question, means she's interested. I tell her where I am, and she drops her phone number. Bam. All right, hope you guys found this video valuable. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, make sure you check out our free Tinder guide. Link in description shows you how to get really good photos so you actually start getting matches, how to write the kind of bio that makes you stand out, and of course, more info on text game. There's a lot more stuff than that, and you're gonna see all of it in this free Tinder guide. Link in description. Thank you guys, and until next time.